we like to think, what is going to be the next product that takes over the phone? It takes the champion's spot. Because the phone, the smartphone, is an essential device that we use every single day now. What is the future looking like in terms of a device that takes over that role? And when we think about that, we usually think about something along the lines of Apple's rumored device, Apple Glass. So Apple Glass is a term that tech enthusiasts think about when they think about an AR device that would take all the features we love about our phone into our eyes. So now instead of using our phone, you're just looking through glasses and you have all the phone's features right there in front of your eyes. So maybe you would have notifications, WhatsApp, messages, games, all just over there, and everyone would just be buying smart glasses, and slowly you would see the demise of the smartphone. That's how tech enthusiasts see the things. They're speculating that Apple are introducing LiDAR scanner into so many of their devices. LiDAR is essential in AR applications, so maybe this is slowly getting them data on how this LiDAR thing works to get them into having enough expertise to make that Apple Glass. But this article comes out of nowhere that says Apple are working on something along these lines, but it's a $3,000 VR headset. So a headset is not the same as a glasses. But this is very interesting because it's, first of all, $3,000, but we'll get back to that. The VR headset is supposedly going to have two 8K screens, one for each eye, according to Sky. And it is equipped with a dozen cameras, some facing your eyeballs, some facing whatever you're looking at. And it is feeding in footage all the time to work on something new, providing a service, a product that we don't really see anywhere, especially with the 8K component. So you think $3,000, there is no human being, a normal human being, on planet Earth that's gonna spend $3,000 to get this thing. People who will use this thing are either manufacturing people who use computer-aided design, or maybe medicine, or maybe like tech enthusiasts who have the money to review this thing on YouTube or something. So when I looked at this, I was like, this could mean that Apple are going to eventually do Apple glasses, but they're testing like the alpha test, the first ever test with this thing, where they make a device so outlandish that so few people use, and then they would learn from that, slowly expanding and expanding into making Apple glasses. But these are very interesting because they look like Oculus Rifts, the device owned by Amazon. The company is owned by Amazon, and that device it looks like a headset. You particularly use it for gaming. Apple is not known for gaming, so I don't know what this device would actually look like or aim to do. But this article by Sky is saying it could be mixed reality. So it would have VR components, but that screen would show you what you see in front of you overlaid with some things like information, or it would show you, oh, this is the length of that. I don't know. And when you're manufacturing things, you might need that precision that is generated by a computer to help you designing things. Maybe that's the thing. But they're saying it might be a way to introduce more hype into this device. If you see that device, $3,000, your mind, in the back of your mind, you'll be thinking, oh, Apple developed this, so they might be developing something for the average consumer. I mean, it's going to be expensive, but not $3,000 expensive. And they might be jumping into a whole new competitive space with, I don't know, VR headsets, Google glasses, Apple glasses, Oculus Rifts. And then convincing people is going to be the step. Because if it looks like this, like a massive thing that you put on your head, I don't think people are going to wear such a thing. It needs to be subtle. And it needs to be something that is encouraging, even though it's two 8K screens. Can you imagine that? And it's supposed to have this technology where it's tracking your eyeballs to know what to render in full resolution, and your peripheral vision, whatever is around you, would be in lower resolution. So it's really smart stuff, and the price is matching it. $3,000 for this mixed reality headset. Not Apple Glass yet, but maybe in the future. So sticking with Apple, Hyundai says it's not in talks with Apple to make self-driving cars anymore. So the Kia, Hyundai, Apple deal is no longer a thing. And this article by the Financial Times is highlighting why it might be because Apple do not particularly like having a negotiation where they're not the side in power. So you'd imagine the negotiation is, oh, you would share with us your industry tools and tips and tricks and resources, and we would, mention you in somewhere. And maybe that the negotiations fell out. Hyundai did not like the side of the deal. But one thing that is for sure, Apple are a secretive-ish company. They are known to do non-disclosure agreements with their suppliers to not showcase anything of their device. One real story is people who work in iPhone making factories are not allowed to see the device. I mean, they see the device, but they're not allowed to photograph the device. They're inspected before they walk in, inspected before they walk out. And it's very secretive. So Apple did not enjoy Hyundai publicly saying that they're having discussions with Apple, because that basically confirms something along the lines of a car is incoming. And this article had me thinking of the pros and cons. If you are a car production company, you think Apple is coming to me to make a car for them. Is this good or is this not? The way it's good is the moment you say yes, this company gets a massive boost of exposure in the short term. Oh, Hyundai is making the Apple car. So you would see it skyrocket in terms of popularity, and people would start buying Hyundai cars in the short term. But in the long term, you would be the one who drags Apple from the smartphone world to the car world. And when you do that, you are giving them the secrets. You are the one enabling them to make a car that could one day cut you off of the market. So the deal has to be some kind of mutual benefit thing, because now if you're telling them how to make the car, and then eventually they would make their own car by themselves, just like they did with the Apple Silicon stuff. So Intel made the processors for so long, and then Apple decided, we want to make our own. So Intel are now struggling. Could be the same, but in a different massive scale when it comes to the Apple car. I tried talking to people about, Apple car. When the car is expensive, I feel most people would go for Ferraris, Rolls Royce, the big Bentley cars, or something very, very expensive like the very known brand. And I'm wondering, if Apple makes a car, who is going to be their target? Is it technology fans or is it car fans? Because if the car is expensive, you need to, appeal to someone. And if they're gonna do all power, fancy car performance thing to grab the attention of supercar fans, is it gonna be technology fans also come in, or are they gonna develop something so ridiculously technology-based, autonomous car that you cannot drive, that is gonna grab all the technology fans' attention? Or are they aiming for both? Why not both? Make something that is so good when it comes to technology, and use the information shared by the car manufacturer to make something performance-wise excellent as well. We'll see. Apple car. Maybe coming soon, maybe not. Maybe Hyundai, maybe other car manufacturer. Maybe Apple decides to make the whole thing by themselves. We'll see. So this story is a little bit strange. So Tesla to accept Bitcoin as payment in near future after 1.5 billion investment. So I made videos about how when the technology is ready is not when the technology hits its peak. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that is decentralized, and it is supposed to shake things up when it comes to how we think about money. Security, anonymity, all that. And Elon Musk is a big fan of Bitcoin because he invested $1.5 billion into the company, making the price of Bitcoin on an all-time high because of the announcement. And the announcement reads that they have invested and aggregated 1.5 billion in Bitcoin under this policy, and they will begin accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment in our products in the near future. This is very strange. This is the first time I've seen a mainstream company accept Bitcoin so widely. And I've been thinking, we have accepted weird payment systems before. So we accepted that we no longer have gold, that we can have just random paper, and we consider that money. And then we moved from paper to cards, and we don't have the paper in our hands anymore. Now it's already digitalized, so maybe cryptocurrency will actually take off. And I'm wondering, how would that actually work? How do you... And I have no technology insight on how this thing actually works, but that's weird. Buying a car with cryptocurrency might be a thing in the near future. We'll see how Elon Musk deals with this situation, and it's gonna be interesting if he does it and then other companies start to do it, and then cryptocurrency is actually a thing that people have. Because I don't know anyone who has cryptocurrency in my life. Maybe in the few years to come, people will start using it as a real currency. Who knows? For the people who are still watching, this is the weird story of the day. So the NFL Super Bowl happened, and the Weeknd was trending in all digital media platforms because of this weird video where, of course, he's performing, but the camera work got people thinking, is this like your grandmother FaceTiming and not knowing how to operate the camera? And my view is it's funny, and I think obviously it's designed to be trendy. It's designed to capture people's attention the way they're directing the musical performance. I can show you the video, but I can't play the audio. So here you go. This is how it looks. Very strange. Definitely entertaining. And, whenever you feel like you're going to have fun doing something and it's going to get you the attention, a positive reaction from people, even though it's weird, do it. If it makes you happy, do it. And the Weeknd surely enjoyed a good paycheck along with the fun of shooting this performance. So, that's it. That's the end of the news. I hope you have a fantastic week, and see you next week.